I lose, right? When it comes to morality, I win by a landslide, and by character, I also win like in terms of I think general like everything he's been doing, everything he says is disingenuous, and also is hypocritical on almost every level, right? I mean,
you tell me. I don't know about that. That's up to you to figure out.
I can get him. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna get him on then, because I have all my shit lined up.
Okay.
So I just want to say first off, like I was saying, thank you for doing this. I think it's an important conversation to have, and I think you're the right person to talk to about it. Simply because I feel, and I think you would agree with this premise, that you push the fair use value, or apparently you don't even care about fair use at all. And I don't want to put words on your mouth, so you can correct me where I'm wrong. But you seem to not care about it, or at least you push it as far as it can go. So you seem like the right person to talk about it with.
Okay, so I think there's 3 points to that. I don't want to get too debatey yet, but basically, I think I value a good life product, right? 1. 2, I think I'm the right guy because I do a lot of it. I do good reacts, bad reacts, but overall I do a high density of reacts. I do a lot of it. But on top of that, against popular belief, I guess these days, I ask for permission a lot, and I try to make an ecosystem where things are good and not conflictual. That's right. The main point. Yeah.
Conflictual.
Okay. So, okay, that's all fair. That's all good. I want to focus on the YouTube uploads.
Yeah.
Because the Twitch streaming itself, I feel like is too much of a gray zone, and there's industry standard. I would be more hesitant to call what happens on Twitch a violation of any kind. So I just want to focus on what you upload to your YouTube channel. That's a pretty big point to give up right at the bat. But.
Okay, so that's gonna be a yes and a no, because I truly believe that Twitch is somewhat of a competitor on VODs. If Twitch didn't have VODs, then that'd be wrong. That'd be right, but Twitch has VODs, and all the VODs stay up. When people react, they leave the VODs up. It's quite literally the same thing as being able to watch or listen to music on stuff that remains in the VOD.
Okay, that's true, but just for the sake of this conversation, I just want to focus on, because like from a legal perspective, and I know you don't really care about the legality of it, and that's fine, but I just want to focus on like the YouTube videos as they stand as like a product. I understand that the VODs are on Twitch, and that would create an inherent problem as well. But just for the sake of the conversation, to keep things clean and keep us from getting too messy, that's my focus. If that's okay with you.
Okay. You know what? Okay. Just for the sake of having a good argument, I'll do that. Except for when the topic matters, right?
Sure.
It really matters. if it doesn't, overall fine. But there are certain points that like it plays a big role into it. If it's too big, I think I want to ignore it. But
you know what? That's 100% fine. I guess I'm just saying that for myself, so that when I'm talking, you understand that I'm talking about your YouTube channel and not making general statements about what's happening on Twitch. Okay?
That is
okay. Cool.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So I guess my first question for you to start is that, do you think your work is transformative? Of course, that's one of the main tenets of fair use. Do you think your work
the first of the 4 factors, I believe.
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
Wait.
Here, I mean, okay, because I was watching you yesterday, and here you said it's absolutely not transformative. Here it is.
You don't have to care. That's totally fine. But do you agree that you've created non-transformative reactions?
100%, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We've agreed.
So here you say you've 100% made non-transformative reactions. Did you change your mind?
I gotta go. I'm taking off, guys.
No, absolutely not. I didn't change my mind. The whole point is that nevers are really bad. Because I think we all have stuff that is not transformative. If you do a full-on yes or no, I just kind of like play with the question, and that was kind of like on the fly.
So, but your work is not fully transformative. Some of it is not, by your own admission.
Yeah, some of it is less reactive, yeah, 100%.
Okay. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because in that...
But that's fair. That's totally fair. And so because it doesn't matter to you, I don't think there's any point to really even discuss
Well, I can elaborate
fair use law.
I can elaborate a little bit.
Go ahead, please.
And open the door a tiny bit, just to give you a general angle. I truly believe that usually the people that enforce it are the ones that have a problem with it, right? The problem with the nature of the content itself. Because in terms of legality, right? Technically, if I'm playing some Telltale game, well, I mean, they could take me down anytime they want, right? Because that's their game, and I'm yoinking their stuff, right? So legality-wise, they could clap me for everything I've got, but for just playing their game.
Sure, yeah. But obviously, well, so fair use is decided on a case-by-case basis by a judge or jury. So it's hard to do big sweeping generalizations about what is and what isn't. But ultimately, if I understand your position, you don't really care about the legality of it. You're more like concerned with the philosophical thoughts of reacting to content.
The limitations of that is that I care enough about it to where it affects me, right? So I have to care because it's the legality of it, right? Like if somebody wants to strike down, wants to send out a claim, whatever, well, I have to act on that, right? So whether I care or not, that will happen. Not like, and
Right.
it happens all the time. Except I like to create an environment where I engage with people in content that are not going to do that, because they believe in the mutually beneficial nature of the interaction, such as video games. Even though the video games could strike me and that they want for just playing their game on my stream.
Right. Right. And so, okay. So I think my point is that we can kind of skip this whole conversation and move on to the, because I think we both agree, if we did a fair use analysis, and you admit that when you says it's not transformative, that a lot of the stuff you do would fail the fair use test. So we're on the same page, yeah.
And also a lot of your stuff too, so we're in the same boat pretty much.
Careful.
Probably not as much,
No.
So
He literally went to court. It's like the one big thing. They clearly in court, Ethan is one of the only people in the world who say, actually, my shit not only passes on paper, it passes in court.
I upload this much, right? Overall, because I have a lot of runtime, you upload about this much. If you were to break
He's
down the
talking about newer
percentage of
stuff. I know, but I'm just saying, like, Ethan is the one guy on the internet that's actually been to court and won over fair use stuff. So it's kind of hard
what
to...
you're trying to say right now.
Well,
You're going to have to unpack that more. I don't understand this much, that much. You got to explain that a little
So
more.
the content you upload on your YouTube and on your channels, right? The things that are on YouTube, because you don't want to do
That
Twitch,
was
right?
one
Talking
video.
about my podcast?
I know it's one video, you retards. I'm just saying, this isn't the point. You don't want to fight with the guy who's been to court over fair use on whether or not his shit would survive court and fair use. Even if you're wrong, he's probably going to out-debate you on it. If you don't understand that point, just shut the fuck up and stop typing. You're fucking retarded.
That much, because it's a lot of runtime. It's a lot of.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you have proof of that? Like, you're just saying that much, this much. That seems a little silly.
I have one of the highest runtime across the internet in terms of like putting out content.
Oh,
Literally.
but fair use doesn't have to do with how long your stream is. It has to do with your commentary on the video.
Absolutely.
If your stream is 12 hours long and you're reacting to an 8-minute video, it doesn't matter. It matters what you said about the 8-minute video. It doesn't matter how long you stream for. So I don't understand your point.
So if you let me elaborate on my point instead of breaking the semantics, right? Because you could have went
Not
against
semantics. That's how fair use works.
Okay, we're not even talking about the nature of the content yet. It could be a blank.
Hold on, just to be clear, you said you don't do fair use, but I don't also. So we're talking about fair use, just to be clear, right?
Okay. Let's reel back a little bit and stop being stupid for a minute and just kind of listen.
No.
Okay.
I'm
Excuse me,
listening.
what are you doing?
You said that I upload non-transformative content. Yes, you said that.
You said that too, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, yeah. And I said that you do too, right? And I'm not saying so you would say, oh, but dude, this is like a U2 double fall fallacy, right? But in the instance where you try to take the high road and say, well, I don't do this, guys, well, you do. And my next point is that in amount of content that you upload, you're non-reactive, there's actually quite a lot of it.
I don't know what that means. You have to stop saying that. It doesn't mean anything. You're just saying stuff.
Well, I'm saying that
You're just doing this. You do a lot of this and this. There's no stats. There's no data. I don't even know what you're referring to.
Let's say
I mean, if you want to talk about stats and data, there's one specific video that I just analyzed. Just picked one out of the lot. A rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank tattoo.
When
This
the Anne
this